Hey guys, welcome to the Dinosaur Discovery. It's Kieran here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be giving you some of my personal thoughts and critiques on some of the brand new Safari Ltd 2021 figures. Now overall, I think we have a pretty good assortment of dinosaurs. Some are better than others, but the word that keeps coming into my mind is bland. But overall, pretty good figures, which I'm conjectured you guys will like. So let's begin with Safari Ltd. First up, we got a Baryonyx, which is looking pretty good. It looks nice and chalky, and it's not some cliche crocodile. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the color scheme, but I think it's a pretty accurate for a Baryonyx because dinosaurs most likely had gray or brown or even dark green skin for their pigments. So overall, the color scheme is just okay. The sculpt looks fine, although it does look like it's made out of clay or something, especially around the head and the teeth, which that's one of the reasons why I stopped collecting Safari Ltd a long time ago, but I think it's pretty decent for a Baryonyx, if you ask me. The next figure just so happens to be another Spinosaurid, and this one is a figure a lot of collectors have been anticipating, and that is the 2020 Spinosaurus. And I think it looks absolutely fantastic. The sculpt is definitely an improvement over the Baryonyx, although the color scheme looks absolutely terrible. I hate it. I don't know what was going on in the minds of Safari Ltd, but it looks pretty bad. And it's a shame because its sculpt, I think, looks pretty decent. It still has its flaws, but I don't really know exactly what those flaws are, but something looks a little off with the sculpt. On the bright side, you can always repaint these figures, but overall, I find the Spinosaurus a disappointment. And lastly, for the Safari Ltd dinosaur figures, we have this beautiful Displeatosaurus looking awesome. I don't like the color scheme on this one either, but I don't think it looks nearly as bad as the Spinosaurus. The sculpt looks pretty decent, but it does suffer from that clay sort of look. But I mean, what do you expect? It's Safari Ltd. But one esteeming quality of this figure is that it's a Displeatosaurus. We don't really have that many Displeatosaurus toys out there. It's a pretty underrated species if you ask me, but I think that this is overall a pretty good figure. It's definitely the best of these three dinosaurs that I mentioned, and I definitely recommend picking this one up. We do have two more figures from Safari Ltd, and I don't really know what to say about them. They are these sort of battlesaurs. I don't really know what to exactly call them. I don't know if they're actually called that, but I have some mixed feelings about them, as some other collectors do. They have this armor on their backs, and the T-Rex looks kind of like a Hasbro JP3 T-Rex. I guess the Triceratops looks pretty decent, but I think these figures are overall pretty fun. I think they're fun figures. I think if they came out with more species, like a Spinosaurus or even a Dilophosaurus, I think people would be interested. But overall, these figures are just kind of meh. But I mean, what do you guys think? What is your favorite dinosaur on this list? Please feel free to comment down below because your feedback is greatly appreciated. But I think that all these figures are a pretty big letdown. Again, the Displeatosaurus and the Baryonyx are okay, but they definitely could have been better. They definitely suffer from the clay sort of look in their sculpts, and the color schemes are pretty boring if you ask me. But I mean, at least we might still have Papo, because as far as I'm aware, they haven't released their 2021 list, so I'm definitely looking forward to those. Well, that's gonna about do it, guys. Again, definitely a pretty disappointing list, but I don't really think it's entirely Safari Ltd's fault, considering the things that are going on in the world today. But yeah, I think Safari Ltd did the best that they possibly could. So yeah, guys. Again, highly recommend these figures. They're not perfect. They are definitely pretty bland, but definitely not that bad. Well, alright, this has been the Dinosaur Discovery. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of any future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.